Hello, and welcome to an episode of The Hinge, where we're going to be talking about all the news that's happened this week, but mostly Mandalorian. Episode 4, Bo-Katan.
No, it's not. She was in episode 3.
No, Bo-Katan.
Yeah.
So, all the people we've met before. Go.
It's basically what I said when the trailers came out. I said, those two people look very CGI, green screened in. I know it's everyone's green screened in. But it looked like Carl Weathers and Thingy. I was like, they're not going to be in more than one episode, are they?
They weren't in the volume. Did you think they weren't in the volume?
Well, no, I think they were, but it just, on the trailer, it was just like, hey, how have you been? Yeah, I'm okay. Right, bye.
Yeah.
And that's basically what it was.
Yeah.
He goes back.
So it was more of a, what's Cara Dune and Carl Weathers doing?
It felt... Well, I enjoyed the episode. The first thing is, Mark, did you see Jeff the Talking Mongoose in the episode?
Is that weird little ferrety character?
Yes.
That ferrety thing?
Yes.
I really liked that ferret. I
did too.
remember talking to Becky and saying that it looked really really good animatronics or whatever.
Yeah, it was really
I thought
good.
it looked really real. The way it was moving around was perfect.
Yeah, when they were going to cut his head off or something, it looked like a real weasel thing.
Yeah, I felt like that weasel really was going to get murdered.
So basically this one was go back to David Navarro land, have a bit of a wander around, have a bit of a catch up, and then go and destroy an Imperial sort of old army base, which isn't really what you think it is.
So what was it meant to be originally? Was it like a prison?
I think it was like an old barracks or something that was just the remnants of the Empire. So they're like, we'll just clear that barracks out and then it'll be fine. I spent the whole episode thinking that Carl Weathers was just going to be bad. Like, I really like him, but it was just all a bit like...
When he took Baby Yoda and was like, "Here, we'll just put him in this seat with all these school children," I was like, "Are you what? Like, what? Obviously, he can't be doing anything.
He needs to just put it in carbonite. He needs to put it in carbonite.
What, Baby Yoda?
And just have it as a chest plate. Just have it stuck here, like as bullet as protection, and because it's just most episodes are just like,
just on the chain.
Where are we going to put this kid?
Just quickly skipping ahead, just because we're on the subject. I don't think he needs that Beskar staff. I think that Beskar spear is completely unnecessary to him. So I think he should just melt that shit down and make a little baby carrier on his shoulder, on his pouch that's made of Beskar, because that shit's fucking indestructible, as we've seen.
Or just make it a suit.
So I think
make Baby Yoda just a little suit.
He doesn't need to have a Baby Yoda suit.
Or just like a little ball.
Because he's going to grow out of it in about 5 minutes. In about 50 years he probably will.
You get like the inside of a Kinder Egg, those two bits, make them out of Beskar, and then just put Baby Yoda in it with smart holes, and just pop him in like that. Let's just go back to the episode. So basically, that was just the mission. Go to the place, blow up the thing, and then they turn up and realise that it's got some cloning Snoke-looking shit going on. And Dark Troopers... not Dark Troopers. Is it Dark Troopers or...
I think they were Death Troopers, yeah.
No.
Dark Troopers.
Yeah, so there's Death Troopers, but the Dark Troopers... I used to have the video game...
These are robot-y one. Yes. So you played the video game.
Only like... So I'll try and find a Google image of this, but I used to have this... It was when the Star Wars Special Editions came out, and it was like a CD-ROM set... And it had, like, the making of Return of the Jedi Special Edition. It had Rebel Assault, maybe Rebel Assault 2. It had a Dark Forces demo in it, I think. So I think I've played, like, three levels. But basically, they're kind of robot, trooper, biological... Maybe they've got some of the Force-sensitive stuff in them. Robot biomen things.
Wow,
that's what they are.
I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do. Yeah, I think that was a really quite a cool one. I thought they would be just Death Troopers, but then when I saw that they just looked more spiky.
Yeah, because I think the Death Troopers are just commandos. They're like the Marines, aren't they, of the normal stormtroopers. Don't
want to bring it back to this, but it had like weird little bits coming off them, didn't they? Kind of like this Evangelion. They kind of look like the shadow of it. But anyway, so I'm looking forward to seeing those things. I've never, as I say, that was completely new to me. I was just expecting them to like not find Ahsoka straight away. And obviously seeing Ahsoka straight away was really cool, and we got a full episode pretty much of her doing what she was doing. And I feel like because she might not be in the next episode, I don't know. I don't know. Do you think she's going to be in the rest of the series? I know I'm jumping ahead quite a bit here. Sorry.
No, that's right. Well, the Ahsoka episode, because I've not seen the Clone Wars, I know who she is. I know some vague sort of backstory that Anakin taught her shit, and then she gave up the Jedi Order or some bollocks. And I know she's got like flesh hair.
That is flesh. Just like a Twi'lek, really.
Yeah. I thought it was really good. It was weird. It was like the first 2 shots of her looked like very, I know it's very nitpicky, but very, very like bright. Because I know the only light is basically her lightsabers. And she looked almost like, I don't know, it was just like, here she is, But then it switched to more like in the shadows, running around, disappearing, and that was really cool.
Was very cool.
Yeah, I like that. But there were certain shots where she just looked super like high contrast almost, like she was an angel, like she was glowing. I know it's really nitpicky, but I thought the actual makeup and all that shit and Rosario
really cool.
thingy looked really cool. I was very believable. I really liked it.
My only thing is that I feel like her head pieces should have been longer, the parts on the top of her head, but I feel like it was done from a
practical point of view. I'm sure they tried it probably and went, oh, fucking hell, it's or they probably tried to CGI
and I think
it.
Maybe they moved too much, or Becky worked did costume design for a bit, so like she was saying that they might move and just flop around.
And get caught off by a lightsaber, like constantly having...
I think she she surely just knows where her head is. But no, I thought Rosario Dawson as I was about to call her Rosa Diaz, as Ahsoka Tano was really good though.
Oh no, it was good. Can I say I'd never really seen it before, and I believed it straight away. I wasn't like, oh, who the fuck's this? She sold it very well. I was a bit annoyed with Michael Biehn or Bain. I always call him Michael Bain. So from Aliens or Terminator, Kyle Reese. But because also if you've ever seen Tombstone, he's Johnny Ringo, who's like a gunslinger. So I was a bit.
I've not seen Tombstone.
Yeah, it's very good. But he's like a gunman. Like, cause obviously these are very Western. This episode was super samurai. Like the whole thing was very samurai.
Yes.
Like even just the buildings, it looked like a sort of a Japanese sort of village.
But I thought was really, really cool.
Michael Biehn, I was like, obviously he's 64 now, so he's getting old. But I just thought he wasn't utilised that much. You wanted to see
him do more.
Well, I liked his kind of not force shotgun. Sorry, he had like a laser shotgun, which he only fired off twice, which was pretty cool because I've not seen one before where it actually like fires like a spray of bolts or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yes, that is pretty cool.
But I was like...
See, I originally thought that he was going to, like... They sort of set it up like he was going to sort of, like, disappear.
I thought he was going to leave when it started going shit. Yeah. I thought, I'm going now.
Like... And then the next time we see him, he's sort of, like, found someone else to take money from and sort of protect until those guys come along and he's like, oh, fuck this. Like, a bit like Jaws, if you know what I mean. Like, I thought he was going to be a bit of a
not the shark.
henchman.
Yeah, sorry,
not the shark. No, not the shark. The James Bond villain.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to be a returning henchman sort of thing, and I thought that would be quite cool. But Mando sort of just shot him up straight away. I didn't really see him die. But I mean, it'd be good to see though.
I was just slightly disappointed because I thought I wanted him to be a bit of a gunslinger, but I suppose that's very much playing into his previous characters. But I just thought he could have been used a little bit more. But I know he's getting old. I sort of recognise the actress who played like the what was she called?
I did too.
She's what do they? I was trying to think what they call her. They call her like
Yeah, she was like the admiral or something of something.
Yeah.
I can't remember at all, but she's Admiral Thrawn's apprentice, is what we'll say.
Yeah, I know that he's the blue guy just from reading Star Wars books many years ago. I can remember it was this blue Imperial guy with like the white Imperial suit and a blue thing. Blue face.
I've just met him in Rebels.
I can't remember anything about him. I don't know what he's. I know he's a bad guy, but I don't know if he's like what kind of alien he is. I don't know why he's blue. I can't remember any of it.
Was he in? He was in Legends, wasn't he? And he was. And they brought out a toy line with him.
Yeah.
And it was Dash Render. Was it in collaboration with the Shadows of the Empire toy line?
No, so it was that time, but because Dash Render came with like Prince, was he Caesar Exor, who's like green with like the little ponytail thing. But it was that in my head. He's in that sort of era of Star Wars before the prequels came out, where they were sort of making loads of extra shit.
Yeah, but like, I remember he was sort of around there. Does he give? There was like some really cool looking weird silver stormtrooper.
Yeah.
And there was like
proper big hench
there was Chewie with an eye patch.
So that's when Chewie's dressed. That's when Chewie's dressed up as a bounty hunter. That's part of Shadows of the Empire. Again, these are all random
that's part
memories.
Of Shadows of the Empire, but not the
figure.
Game. The show. The book, not the book, not the show.
Yeah, it wasn't it. He used because obviously you would never recognise Chewie with just a metal eye patch. Basically, the actress who plays the senator, whatever the fuck she was called, with the staff. The staff thing I get, but why have a pokey staff? Because you can't cut people with the sides. It's like the whole thing with lightsaber is whatever angle you do, you're going to cut somebody. But with hers, she's just like hitting her with a stick essentially. But it's her godfather is Bruce Lee. She's called somebody Lee. So
that's very cool.
Her dad was like one of Bruce Lee's like apprentices or whatever you want to call it. So basically she's like some fucking amazing karate black belt fucking martial artist.
Well, I did think that fight scene was really quite cool.
Yeah, also I really love the bit where she cut the tree at the start, Ahsoka, where she cut the tree and then just fired the bit of tree out.
I've never seen them a lightsaber not be able to go through Beskar or like any
I don't think it's ever
armor.
been. It's only ever been shown on I think Last Jedi where it's got those red dudes because their armor can.
Yes.
But I don't know what that is.
I thought that was because it had. Oh, see, I didn't. I thought that armor did take it. I thought they just had like little beams coming from.
Yeah, there was beams, but there was definitely some bits where because I know what you mean. If you've got like a vibroblade beam or something, I think you can push back.
Yeah.
But I don't know what that armor is because I know they get shot. They get lightsaber through the face and it goes through it.
Yeah, I think but straight away when he was sort of doing that.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking, oh shit, you're just gonna lose your arms there. But then when it sort of hit it, I was like, oh right, well that's cool. But also, so I suppose that's why Beskar is obviously as neat as it is. But I don't know, it sort of was like, oh that's weird because I don't think I'd seen any Jedi fighting Mandalorians in the past, and the Mandalorians have just been like, oh yeah, I'm cool, it's my arms. You know what I mean?
Well, it was cool. I liked. To be honest, this was probably my favourite episode of the new series. Maybe this is the first one. I think this one might have been the best one. But a lot of it was just the.
I really liked the Siege episode as well. I know we didn't really talk about it too much, but I actually quite enjoyed that. I know it was a bit of like backtracking, just sort of like showing people what was. It was more of like an epilogue, but with like a little bit of a mission in it. But I did think it was quite interesting.
It just reminded me of like a bit of an homage to Another Thing. It was cool and a bit like just. When escaping the Death Star and Luke's on the guns and he's shooting the TIE fighters. It was that whole episode was fine, but if it didn't have that little sort of sting at the end where it was like, oh shit, Dark Troopers and clones, that suddenly made it a lot more interesting. Whereas the rest of it was like,
right there. If it was just a heist and they were just leaving because they'd done the mission, you know what I mean? I completely get that. I have to say, I'm scared because do you know what, Joe? We're getting to that point where apparently. Pedro Pascal walked out.
But did he? I think that was all. I don't know how much that was real.
Apparently it's episode 6 is when it all changes.
He might have been in it for like 2 episodes so far because he only wears the armour 1/3 of the time. There's 3 people who wear the armour.
Really?
Yeah,
that is interesting.
One's the stunts, one's the guns, and one's him. So when he stood still chatting, it's him, and any stunts is someone else. Yeah, there's 3 guys. Okay. The gunslinger is like John Wayne's grandson or some bollocks.
That's pretty cool.
I'm assuming he just kept doing gun shit. Like, he's like, he was a cowboy.
Keep doing gun shit. Do more gun shit.
Because if you'd get jobs, wouldn't you? You'd be like, well, my granddad was John Wayne and I do guns. It's like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Like,
just quickly on the Baby Yoda and Ahsoka talking.
Grogu.
How do you feel about that?
Grogu.
Wait, so it's Grogu.
Grogu, yeah.
I really, really liked his sounds that he made when he said his name, though. It was like
It was much better than the baby sound effects they always put in. I hate when they do the child, like classic stock child baby effects. They always sound really odd.
Those classic stock child baby
you know when it's
effects.
like just that classic like, ooh, I don't know, I can't do baby voices. But sometimes it sounds like, well, that's just a kid's voice. Like I prefer when he does like weird little, almost like cat noises.
Yes. I get the cat noises. Yeah. I do. I know what you mean there.
I very much enjoyed the last episode. I like the robot guys, the kind of bodyguard robots with the stompy little straight legs, just like stomp. It was enjoyable.
Anyway, that was our Mando chat.
Yes.
Come back next week or maybe the week after for more Mando chats.
And other entertainment stuff.
That's what we're now calling the Hinge, by the way. No, it's just going to be Mando chat, isn't it, really?
And then we'll have nothing. It's going to be like it's going to be a desert. Well, then Cyberpunk comes out and then we can talk about that. Goodbye.
Yeah. Bye-bye.